T-Mobile is continuing its innovation push, and we're seeing them championing new 5G carrier aggregation capabilities. Now, those are designed to allow T-Mobile to combine multiple 5G channels or carriers to deliver greater speed and performance. So now T-Mobile is merging four 5G channels of sub 6 gigahertz spectrum, two channels of 2.5 gigahertz ultra capacity 5G, one channel of 1900 megahertz, and one channel of 600 megahertz spectrum. And so, in essence, what they're doing is creating a superhighway for their carrier traffic. And that, I think, is going to make a difference in terms of the performance of their overall network, both in terms of the 5G consumer services that are making a lot of headway, but also in their push for more business customers. In fact, T-Mobile for Business, I think, is going to make a bigger presence felt throughout the entire market because they are being able to use not only the fact that they have a nationwide 5G network and have a solid claim to being first in terms of deploying that, but also being able to leverage these new 5G carrier aggregation capabilities. And so now we'll see T-Mobile basically advancing 5G standalone capabilities, and that's going to be a big difference maker. The new 5G carrier aggregation capabilities are fully aligned with 5G standalone implementations. And as a result, I think we're going to see peak speeds at top 3.3 gigabits per second, for example. At least T-Mobile is coming out tests that verify these capabilities. And so as a result, stay tuned. T-Mobile is going to make even more waves with some of these new capabilities in addition to the momentum they've already demonstrated.
I'm curious, are there competitors, AT&T, Verizon, and in Verizon, are they able to do this yet, or will they be trying to catch up to AT&T in the future?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think you hit the head on the note on the head with the catch-up aspect. That is, T-Mobile, in terms of its positioning, is being able to demonstrate. Okay, they've been first to market with a 5G standalone network, also having a nationwide 5G network. And this is being reinforced by the fact that, okay, they're the first ones coming out with these 5G carrier aggregation capabilities. So, yeah, this is a competitive edge from my perspective that T-Mobile has and will be able to leverage in terms of differentiation against its big two rivals, let alone, any other offerings that are out there, potentially, for example, the Dish network when it becomes commercially available on a broad basis. So that's my perspective there.
What do you think? How much time do they have ahead of Verizon and AT&T in that area? Could that take these guys a year to catch up, or longer, or less?
Well, that's a good question. Quite simply, we can only speculate. I think Verizon and AT&T certainly have their eye on upscaling their 5G aggregation capabilities, certainly using up to four channels. Now, in terms of when that will be available, that's up to them to reveal to the market. So all we could do is speculate. I don't have a specific insight as to when that will occur, but that's something that we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on because it's going to be important for them to be able to match T-Mobile in both the speed tests as well as aggregation capabilities.
It will also be important to see how consumers and businesses feel about this. Is this something they jump on T-Mobile service because of it, or is it not a big deal to them? It will be interesting to see how this unfolds in the marketplace, if it's a high demand or not.
Well, yeah, I think, and for consumers, it's invisible. As long as their network is performing beautifully, they'll be happy, or at least very effectively. And for businesses, some might have a interest in the technicalities of it if they're implementing, for example, a private 5G implementation. But I would say overall that the main thing is that these capabilities are just going to make the T-Mobile network all the more better performing in terms of the major metrics that we're looking at. And I think that's going to be the difference maker for almost all customers.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a good point.